We are looking at a dandelion plant. Just about everybody knows what a dandelion is. They were brought actually for food and medicinal purposes by European settlers into the North America. I just looked up a range map of dandelions, and it covered all of the US, all of Canada, Greenland, and Mexico. So they're everywhere. So it certainly was a plant that took hold and spread everywhere. Now, you can eat all the parts of the dandelions prepared differently. This time of year, you would be after the greens, which we're doing the leaves. Later in the season, people take the buds or the blossoms and cook them a certain way, like in fritters or dandelion wine and different things. Also, the root could be cut up and used, but I would assume that might be for later in the season when you would harvest that. But we're going to cut some of these in. We're going to put them in an omelet and see what they're like. We have our handy dandy Swiss Army knife, the trekker, and in this case we're just going to cut the tops off. And get a few more. That's actually a separate plant. And there we go. Let's take those inside. We'll wash them and prepare them. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a sawdust block with chestnut mushrooms growing on it. This is the second flush. By flush, I mean, you could say when they sprout, they use the word flush instead. But what happened is these mushrooms came up on this block once before, and then I harvested them, and then the block appeared to be dormant for a while. What you do is I stuck it in the refrigerator after I'd given it some water, and then I just let it set out in the room, and with a bag over it for a humidity temp. Got some water there, and I've sprayed it a few times, and now we're going to have what looks like a decent sized crop. So first, let's try one uncooked. Big surprise, quite bitter. Now let's see if that changes any as we cook it in an omelet. Well, here's what it looks like, and it's perfectly round because I used my Dash egg cooker. It's basically a little unit that steams your eggs and has a buzzer on it when it's done and different things like that. But I'll put a link to the video on that below here. But let's give this a taste try. So this is eggs, dandelion, and some cheese. Let's try it. Tastes much better cooked. Not bad at all. It seems to have lost all its bitterness in the cooking process. There you go. Dandelions, 2 eggs, some cheese, and it tastes real good. So there's a way to incorporate a basically free vegetable or greens into your diet. There's all kinds of other ways you could cook it too.